Sunram. Sunram finds it. OC left pocket three on the way. Tickles a twine.
Now it's Maddie Bass on the drive. Bass, nice move, and Bass with an easy layup.
To the feet, Ruppel brought back down. O'Connor, though, lost the grab, and down to the mat. Ruppel with a chance for a pin with a minute 15. There it is.
Pick and roll, Kaloran. Hooks it underneath, and a bunny for handing.
Right side to Charlie Shaw. Shaw looks right, drives in, attacks the double team, and splits him for the layup.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Tuesday evening inside the Shack. It's game number 2 today of the Region 1 semifinals, and this is our pregame conversation. It's the Kindred Vikings and Northern Cass the Jaguars here with a winner to play the Valley City Highlanders in the title on Thursday. The loser will have a win-and-go-home situation on Thursday afternoon against the Wahpeton Huskies. I'm Chase Miller alongside Josh Almers, or Almaris, however you like to pronounce it, as I was joking with Josh before he came on air. We've heard it on both sides of the aisle, so to speak. But for this one, the Vikings at 18-4 on the season. Northern Cass sits at 7-15 on the year. The Jags needed all 38 points from Hayden Crockett in their 54-51 win over Central Cass. Well, Kindred did what they needed to do against the Lisbon Broncos, got out early, got some players involved. Sierra Nipstead with 21 points in their 59-16 win. Josh, we bring you into the fold here. A biggest thing about this matchup, it's the third time they played this season. The Vikings swept Northern Cass, 11-point game back on January the 6th in Northern Cass. But then if you talk with Coach Kyle Morhart, he even alluded to it in early February, Northern Cass just wasn't wanting almost to be in Kindred, so to speak, how the Vikings really dominated that game 57-33. So what is your particular thoughts as we're here in this pregame conversation?
Yeah, I think the key to the game for the Vikings is to continue playing defensive basketball. I mean, that's something that they pride themselves in. They gotta be strong defensively and then continue to get good production out of the big three. Liza Trenbest, Sierra Nipstead, Kennedy Bacco. They average 52 points a game between the three of them. So I don't think they need to press. They need to press defensively, but they don't need to stress and do anything different than what they've done all year. It's a great atmosphere in here. That sometimes brings out a little bit of anxiety, but just keep doing what you've been doing. And on the Northern Cass side of things, I think they've got to get some big production out of Hayden Crockett, and then they need a couple of the other girls to step in. I think if they can get another double-point scorer or a double-digit score or two, and Hayden Crockett can get into the 30s, then I think Northern Cass is a very dangerous team tonight.
Yeah, the one player might be a Tess Jalbert, right, who can have the ability to score. Cadence Uzar, I said on the broadcast last night, she was like a spider monkey. She had 8 rebounds in the first half, and we always talk about you don't have to impact the game scoring, but when you can get those rebounds, get a Tess Jalbert going, can a Carly Ryder or Reese Lavick get a made field goal, that can go a long way here as we talk about Northern Cass first.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they've got to get some production. You're not going to stop Crockett. You're not going to – I mean, she's going to get 15, 20 points probably no matter what. It's just a matter of if she can get into the 30s and how high can she go. And then if the Vikings start, having to double, triple team her, which they're going to play her very strong, and she can dish it off, and some of these other Jaguars can put the ball in the bucket. Like I said, they're a very dangerous team. The fun thing about Region 1 basketball, Chase, you know this well, is anybody can beat anybody, and you saw it with the 6 seed knocking off a 3 seed. I think it's going to be a really fun game.
When you take a look at Kindred, a lot of people will talk about, even when Perry Piatz was the head coach, if you can't handle the ball, you're in for a long night. And I think that's going to be the same thing here if you're Northern Cass. But how does that defense materialize the Vikings, Josh, where they can win a clunker? They can win a game where they might only shoot 25% from the floor, but their defense allows them to play like that, where sometimes you only need 40 points to win a basketball game.
Yeah, they love that. I mean, they love that. I mean, don't get me wrong, they want their offense. But, yes, if the Vikings can get the Jaguars on their heels, can get them turning over the basketball, that is absolutely a recipe for success for the Vikings and a recipe for disaster for the Jaguars. If the Jaguars are going to turn the ball over, the Vikings are going to capitalize. If the Jaguars can handle it, if they're going to double team, triple team Crockett, they're going to make her work. And if they can get some production from some of those other girls, then it's a recipe for success for the Jaguars.
He's Josh. I'm Chase. We'll continue on our pregame show after this. Recap what happened with Valley City Wahpeton. And, we got a shocker out west. We'll let you know about that next here on yourliveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey swatch autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show here inside the Shack between the Kindred Vikings and Northern Cass. The Jags are still the champs until someone knocks them off. This was a rematch of last year's semifinal in which Northern Cass was able to, as a 4 seed, get by the 1 seed Vikings 67-61. They would eventually move on and defeat Valley City in the championship. Well, last year, Kindred fell in this round of the Jags, defeated Wahpeton for third, then lost to the eventual state champion Devils Lake in a state qualifier at Mayville State last season. Josh, biggest keys to the game are what? Before then, a reminder, South Prairie Max, the last undefeated team, lost to Rugby in the Region 3 semis, so they either will have Botno or Turtle Mountain coming up in a third-place game, which that's going to be a dandy of a third-place game. But biggest keys to the game between Northern Cass and Kindred from either perspective that you want to start first is what, Josh, as we take a look at this one?
Yeah, biggest key, again, for the Vikings to win this game, they've got to play good defense. Like I said earlier, they just keep doing what defense does. The defense travels, do what you do defensively. Continue to pride yourself off of scoring off of the turnovers, but do their best to shut down the Jags, specifically Hayden Crockett. You're not going to shut her down. You're just going to have to limit how many points she can get. And then, like I said earlier, Liza Trenbest, Sierra Nipsett, Kennedy Baco. With a three-headed monster like the Vikings have, even if one of them has an off night, they're so good at passing the ball. They're so good at getting rebounds. They're unselfish. I think if they can get the offensive production from them, they're good to go. And then the keys for the game for the Jags, Hayden Crockett, do her thing. Be Hayden Crockett, continue to be one of the best basketball players that in the state and that we've gotten to watch for a long time. There's been a lot in Region 1, by the way, that have been fun to watch. But to get some production, dish it off to her teammates, and her teammates step in there and see if we can get a Jag or two in double digits in addition to Crockett. If they can do that, that's big. And then I'll say one other thing. I think the Vikings, they need to stay out of foul trouble. I might get the sigh of, oh, my gosh, I can't believe you just said that for the Vikings fans, because that is a bugaboo in the past, is if they run into foul trouble, that significantly favors the Jags. Yep, that's my keys there, Chase.
Thank you very much, Josh. He's Josh Almaris. I'm Chase Miller. This is our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. Starting lineups and the opening tip is next. It's the Region 1 semis on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Kindred Viking boosters support healthy, active, competitive high school athletes. Viking athletes. Ready, focused, come celebrate their achievements. You're invited to Viking Pride. Save the date, buy your tickets, or reserve a table. Get excited for April 5th. Join friends at a new location, the Avalon Event Center. Viking Pride 2025. A feast, fun games, and a night to celebrate. They are why we booster.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop, and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial, and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton, or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
Winner of this contest will play Valley City roughly at 2:30 on Thursday afternoon in the championship game, while the loser of this has a winner-go-home contest with Wahpeton at 1 o'clock on Thursday afternoon. Our officials of Ryan Gellner, Ron Nudell, and Tommy Bergen here in this one. 4 8-minute quarters and a 35-second shot clock as we toss it to our public address announcer, Sean Kelch, for the starting lineups.
Let's meet tonight's Leah Rowland and senior number 24, Zoe Sharp. The Vikings are coached by Sam Brandt, assisted by Tennille Bacco, Ashley Fonhorst, and Danny Sanders.
And that's our starting lineups here today on YourLiveEvent.com inside the Shield Center. It is Kindred and Northern Cass. We'll find out who's going to make their way one step closer to a potential state tournament. The Jags at 7-15 on the season snapped a 10-game losing streak with a win over Central Cass yesterday, while the Vikings, winners of 6 straight and 14 of their last 15, down Lisbon 59-16. Tommy Bergen will do the honors, put this one up in the center circle. Opening tip will be at 7:49 on this Tuesday. And a reminder, Thursday afternoon basketball upcoming for third and the championship. Kennedy Bacco in the circle. The Vikings out in their white uniforms with the Kindred across the fronts with the blue numerals and lettering outlined in black. Vikings will give it to Roland. Roland from the right block off the window, no good. Rebound on the inside by Olsen and Sharp, and those two are probably two unsung heroes in this one as the arrow will make its way towards Northern Cass.
Yeah, nice job there by Olsen and Sharp, both battling out for that rebound, and unfortunate the Vikings don't get that offensive, or excuse me, that the Jags don't get the defensive bucket.
As this one will go a turnover. Rebound here for Leah Rowland as they get the scoop and score off the steal. First 2 points on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard goes to Kindred. Full court pressure defense by the Vikings. Goes right to what Josh talked about in our pregame show, as Kindred is like a dog on a bone. The gum that's at the bottom of your shoe, Josh, that you can't get rid of on a hot, sunny day. And you're just going to defend the entire court tonight.
Yeah, that's exactly right. The Jags, lucky they didn't turn that one over and almost do just there.
As this one's going to get tipped out by Liza Trembeth. You'll have Northern Cass in their black uniforms, gold numerals and lettering. Northern Cass across the front with Jaguars down the side here. It's 2-0 in favor early on of the Kindred Vikings. Hayden Crockett guarded by Nipstead. Here comes a double. Ball goes near sideline to Lovick. Double team here for the Vikings. Bacco bats it into Reese's hands. Back up top to Huzar, who reversed it right hand side to Olsen. Olsen at the right wing, back up top to Huzar. 3 seconds on the shot clock to Lovick. Lovick gets the shot off, blocked by Bacco to Sharp, and the Vikings will push in transition. Near sideline, Nipstead, a little give and go. Sierra thought about a 3. Gives this one to Trembeth now as Trembeth resets the offense. Trembeth crossing over, high off the window for 2.
Nice bucket there by Trembeth. High off the glass, stops, pops, and gets that one to go. 4-0 Vikings.
6:35 left to play here in the quarter. Jumper by Olsen off the side of the rim, no good. Last touch by Roland. And so far, you can tell when Hayden Crockett gets the ball, there's not going to be 1 but 2 players around here, Josh.
Absolutely, there's no doubt about that. Crockett's going to have double team almost all night. She can beat it, as she's going to do right here.
Crockett able to get by Nipstead in the secondary as well. Hayden Crockett gets the opening 2 points here for Northern Cass.
She's double teamed, and then she goes into the paint, beats another girl. That's a phenomenal play by Hayden Crockett.
A future Jimmy here heading to Division II as Jamestown goes to the Northern Sun next season. Ball will go left-handed side to Roland. Roland at the wing, going to drive, gets walled off on the short corner. Guarded there by Huzar. Roland with a couple of dribbles, going to attack the paint. Wrap around pass inside for Sharp. Kick to Nipstead, left pocket 3 for Sierra. That one swirls out. No one boxed out the shooter, and Crockett picks up the foul. Good job by Nipstead. The old adage, Josh, when you play the game, follow your shot, good things happen, and Sierra will head to the line.
Yeah, and a good job there by Leah Rowland. She's made a presence known right off the bat of this game. She then kicks it over to Zoe Sharp, and Zoe Sharp doesn't try to do too much. Kicks it over to Sierra Nipstead.
Nipstead hits the first. As Sierra Nipstead, a 77% free throw shooter, now 6 of 7 here in the tournament from the line. Free throw attempt number 2 here for Nipstead is good as well. She's got 2. So far, 6 points from 3 different players. Crockett in the front court. Northern Cass trails it by 4. Hayden with the basketball inside. Olsen off the window, good for 2.
That's exactly what the Jags need to do. They had Olsen deep down in the paint. She was wide open on the double team, and Crockett finds her. Olsen puts it through.
If you're anybody that's not named Hayden Crockett, you got the green light to shoot the ball pretty much here because you know a double team's coming. Shot off the mark, rebound goes to Lovick. Here comes Northern Cass, a chance to tie or take the lead. Crockett wants a tie from the left elbow, off the iron. Lovick put back off the mark, no good. Rebound underneath is going to be won by Jalbert. Jalbert gets a shot off by Trembeth. That's off the back iron. And look at Northern Cass, the smaller team, getting offensive rebounds.
Excellent job by the Jags getting those rebounds and continuing to get extra chances. They're going to get another chance here. This is the 4th opportunity they're going to have on this possession.
5:12 left to play here in the first quarter. 6-4 Vikings. They cut it inside to Huzar, up top to Crockett from University. Drive. The 3 is going to go long. Rebound here going to be won by Reese
Great hustle there.
Lovick with her 3rd board. Tess Jalbert shot is blocked by Bacco, and Kennedy sees this one, and it will be a foul on Northern Cass. That's a tough possession as Northern Cass did everything right, but Bacco able to get that block shot there, Josh.
Yeah, Reese Lovick, I mean, that just ended that drive perfectly. She had a great hustle play there, but the Jags unable to score on that possession.
As you'll see it in the front court for Sierra Nipstead now at the right wing. Nipstead gives it up top to Sharp. Sharp rips it through man pressure defense as Sharp barrel rolls in for a moment on the help to Lovick. Lovick hits the deck hard. She looks to be okay. Crockett comes away with the rebound. Hayden Crockett gets doubled, looking for a teammate, finds Huzar, who relieves pressure. Vikings little zone trap defense here. Ball goes to Lovick on the baseline for 2, and we're tied at 6.
Great pass there. Nice job by Lovick. She has a nice layup, and that is going to be a problem if the Vikings continue to double team, which they're going to, and they leave girls open in the paint. Jags continue to make that. It's going to be a great game.
Ball will go right-handed side, rolling with the basketball on the step through. Now back to Kennedy. Lost it for a moment, and a turnover. That's the first of the game for Kindred, as we'll see substitutions checking in, as Faith Fury will check into the contest alongside with Ryder, as Huzar and Olsen will check out for the Jags.
Great early on hustle by both teams. I mean, you can tell that there's a lot at stake. It's a lot different than the regular season. Each of these girls on the floor knows exactly what's on the line.
Roland picks up the foul, her first, team's first. You got the 6th seed of Northern Cass and the 2 seed of Kindred matching up in this semifinal round action. It's not about how you start the season, it's about how you finish, and Northern Cass would love to upset their rivals here in Kindred and make it back-to-back Region 1 title appearances, as there's a foul on the floor on the step coming through by Crockett. The foul will be assessed on Sharp, her first and the team's second.
Yeah, don't be deceived by seeds. Anybody who's a fan of Region 1 basketball, whether you're a 1 seed or 6 seed, 7 seed, whatever you are, once you play at the tournament, it's anybody's game, and you got to show up.
The 4th seed, Northern Cass, won it last year to Josh's point. Bacco trying to face guard Crockett on the inbounds. Hayden gets this basketball, tries to get by Nipstead, hits the deck, ball out of play, unfortunate, as it will stay with Northern Cass. We can tell Nipstead and Bacco that length and athleticism. They're not going to allow Hayden to shoot it unless it's from 25 feet out.
Yeah, I have a couple of 5'11" girls who are very athletic, and here's a couple more right on her as soon as she gets it.
Lovick, high post touch, Dahlberg, turn, shoot, and score. And the Jags, for the first time tonight, have taken a lead.
Beautiful touch there by Tess Gelbert. That was a great shot for her, and just like you said, Jags have a 2-point lead.
Trembeth, other side, left-handed runner, no long rebound, one in the hands here of Carly Ryder, and the Jags right now are pesky defensive and offensively right now. Crockett spins on Nipstead, Hayden top of the key, ankle cross left to right to the paint. Here comes the help by Rowland, who says, give me that. Throws it up the other side of the floor to Nipstead. Nipstead with it. Oh, look at the cross, left to right, off the window. How do you do? Sierra Nipstead with 4.
Wow, what a great play by Sierra Nipstead, and great defense there by Leah Rowland. She took the ball from Crockett and then did her old shortstop pass up to the center. Hit Sierra right in stride, and Sierra did the rest.
It's not like the Vikings are good at softball or anything, Josh. Tied at 8 apiece here with 3:09 left in this first quarter play. It's been a dandy so far to open up this one on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Kindred staying in this half-court trap that looks like a little 1-3-1, but at times can look like a 2-3 or a 1-2-2. As Nipstead gets the steal, just mentioned Sierra trying to go coast to coast. Nipstead off the window, good for 2. It's Nipstead with the last 4 points for the Vikings. And a timeout on the floor for head coach Kyle Morehart. We'll break as well, 2:49 left in the first.
Outlaws are coming back. The World of Outlaws late model series is coming back to Ada, the Norman County Raceway. Saturday, June 28th, the World of Outlaws. NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series will have 2 shows at Red River Valley Speedway Saturday, May 31st and August 23rd. For tickets and more information, visit ncraceway.com, redrivervalleyspeedway.com, or follow on Facebook.
Timeouts on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit Bank North's website, banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Bank North, a trusted financial partner for generations. Chase Miller alongside Josh Omeris with us here today inside the Shield Center. It's 10-8 so far. Both teams have held a lead, tied at 6 and 8 respectively. But 4 turnovers combined, 3 of them, however, coming against Northern Cass. Open, Jobert, left pocket 3 on the way. Test shot, no. Backside rebound, though, for Ryder. And Ryder gives it to Hayden Crockett from 25 feet. Oh, she tickles a twin!
What a beautiful shot by Crockett, and kudos to Ryder getting that rebound and popping it right out. Crockett didn't have anybody in her face, but she was from deep. Nice shot.
Ball will get intercepted as newly inserted. Here is Taylor Sanders. Turnover on the Vikings, their second. Tess Jalbert gives this one to Huzard. Double now to Jalbert. Jalbert at the right wing, skips it to Crockett. Crockett with the rip through left to right here. Nipstead trying to come out and double with Sanders. Ball gets skipped right-handed side to Fury. Fury guarded by Trembeth. Fury with the basketball at the right wing, gives this one off somehow to Huzard. Crockett, shot fake. Crockett with a 3. Crockett buries another one. Shot fake. Nipstead flies by, and Crockett's got 8.
Back-to-back threes by Hayden Crockett, and off the miss, kudos to the Jags. They're getting big rebounds, and it's not allowing the Vikings to get on Crockett. She's not missing from behind the arc.
Rolling double kick to Nipstead. Shot fake. Fury on the guard. Gives it back to Leah. Leah guarded there as she works it on the interior. Here goes Kittleson. Double team coming. Tess Jalbert on the way, and there's going to be a jump ball, and the arrow will stay with the Kindred Vikings. And to your point, Josh, I think the one thing that Sam Brandt's not going to like about this opening quarter is the second chance opportunities by Northern Cass, because they have hit the window really well offensively.
Well, no doubt about it, and it's kind of a give and a take. You take your 5'11" girls that are double teaming Crockett, and you're lessening what you're able to do on the board. Jaguars are taking advantage of that, and they're kicking it out and doing exactly what they need to win this game.
Nipstead inbounds to Trembeth. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Trembeth driving kick. Left-handed side, Sanders three-pointer long. Rebound here on the backside. That'll go with Faith Fury. Fury sees it now for Hayden Crockett as Kindred will look to trap and get the ball out of Hayden's hands. Does to Huzar. Huzar on the baseline here. Good steal for a moment by Kittleson. It will be last touch, and they will say it's off of Reese Lavig and Northern Cass.
I think the Vikings got a break there. That was right on media row. Lila Kittleson hustled to get that. I thought it went out on her, but the officials say it's going to stay with the Vikings, and the Northern Cass Jags kind of have a collective sigh of disgust.
65 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Nipstad at the left wing gives it up top to Kittleson. Kittleson ripping it through on Fury here, taking a couple hard dribbles. Handoff to Sanders, left-handed side to Nipstad. Nipstad's top of the key. Nipstad works her way to the wing. Up top, Trembeth. She'll launch, she'll shoot. That'll go out of bounds. Good hustle by Kittleson to try to save it after the miss. 50.6 seconds play in the quarter. And the Jags right now, Josh, doing a good job defensively rebounding as well to some one-and-dones.
Yeah, absolutely. The Jags have come out on fire. They've done a really nice job. A really odd miss there by Liza Trenbeth on the wide open three.
Crockett jumper from transition from 16, no good. Rebound comes down to Liza Trenbeth. And now the Vikings with a chance to go in transition. Haven't said that a lot tonight. Up the floor, Bacco to Sanders for two.
Nice quick pass up the court. Sanders doesn't miss. She was wide open. Shot clock's off here for final possession on the Jags if they can get it across the timeline.
Kittleson bats that one out of bounds, right into the Northern Cass bench. Kyle Morehart, the first-year head coach, taking for DC Lucas, who stepped down to watch his daughters play collegiate volleyball at VCSU. Kyle was on the Jason Brend Thompson coaching staff and a teacher at Hillsboro. Well, for Sam Brandt, taking over for head coach Perry Piotz, and this Viking club just keeps on being a perennial power here in the region. Up the floor goes Hayden Crockett, 13 seconds in the quarter. Crockett banging with Bacco, and a foul, though, will be on the floor before the shot. Bacco will pick up her first. That'll be the team's third for the Vikings.
A couple of really nice things there. Lila Kittleson hustles back. Crockett had a one-on-one, but Crockett's so quick to the basket, she initiates that contact on Bacco and draws the foul.
Northern Cass to inbound it. They give it to Olsen, hands it off to Crockett here on the baseline. Olsen with it, double team, 7 seconds. Olsen with the pass. Bacco is there with the tip. It's still loose eventually off of who? As it will be Kindred basketball. 2.5 seconds to play here in the quarter. Can the Vikings try to get a half-court shot off? Nipstead catches it at one free throw line, has two. This one good if it goes from half court, off the backboard, and that's how we'll end our first quarter play. It's a 6-seed Jags over the number 2-seed Vikings, 14-12 after one quarter.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org. Are you dreading tax season? Don't stress. Let Olsen Accounting make the tax season a breeze, just like knowing your ABCs. From individuals to businesses, the expert staff at Olsen Accounting ensures every deduction is maximized, every form is filed correctly. Let Olsen Accounting set up your tax plan and eliminate any problems by visiting colsencpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olsen Accounting of Lisbon.
As we come back here, as we go to our second quarter play on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. Chase Miller and Josh Almaris with you here tonight, here courtside from the Shack. Josh, what impressed you most about either club's opening 8 minutes?
I said I was very impressed with how the Jaguars rebounded. If the Vikings continue to double-team Crockett, which we know they're going to, and they miss shots, the Jaguars continue to give themselves second, third, and sometimes fourth opportunities. That's been a big difference so far.
Vikings will stay out in that zone to start the quarter. Lavig with a cut, free throw line jumper, no rebound. Hayden Crockett and Bacco. And this one last touch off of Hayden Crockett. If you would say there's tread on the tires, I don't know how much tread is left on Hayden Crockett's tires in high school. Not because she's a senior. She just doesn't come off the dang floor for crying out loud.
Yeah, but you take that tread and fill it with some competitiveness and you got a brand new tire. I mean, she's never going to back down until the final buzzer of her final game. It's been special to be able to watch her throughout her career.
Liza Trembeth gives it up top to Roland. Roland with the basketball, looking to handle it. Gives it up top to Nipstead. Reverses left-hand side to Trembeth. Guarded by Crockett. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Trembeth at the right elbow, dribble pullback jumper, that'll go long. A rebound here going to be won on the interior by Olsen. Olsen up the floor. Here goes Jalbert. Step through off the window. Got it to go.
Well, once again, they get that quick. Jalbert's quickly down the court. They hit her on it, and she connects. Good defense. I mean, good hustle back on the Vikings, but that's what the Jags have to keep doing. Take advantage of those opportunities.
Nipstead with the turnover. Bacco is going to get called with the foul here. Not the worst foul in the roll because of the transition, but it brings up Kennedy's second already, and it's 6:51 left to play in the half. And the one thing about this Northern Cass team, Josh, yes, they were the region champs a year ago, but a lot of different faces compared to what last year was, with some size with a Jensen and a Lucas, and able to have some pieces around him. Right now, a lot of people knew about Hayden Crockett, but I'm not sure about, other than that, how much other people thought maybe outside of Tesh Jalbert on the team this season.
Yeah, but again, you've got a strong program, and neither one of these teams are going to back down from a big moment. They're going to accept it, they're going to love it, and they're going to do everything they can to take advantage of it.
Crockett, deep jumper from the left wing, no good. Zoe Sharp gets the rebound, as this one will go now to Roland in the front court. Leah at the right wing, guarded there by Olsen. Olsen's the big here for Northern Cass this season. Trembeth going right at Olsen, out of bounds. Last touch will be here on Liza Trembeth. And so far, I'm not so much that Kindred hasn't got quality looks or to the paint, but it's just been that scrappiness by Northern Cass, Josh. They've been everywhere in the half court.
Well, case in point, Olivia Olsen just stands her ground there, gets a finger on the ball, and then goes off Eliza Trembeth. And here again, I mean, the recipe for the Vikings right now is one for disaster, potentially. Liza Trembeth right now is cold. She's only got 2 points. She just picked up a foul. Bacco has 2 fouls, so this isn't a team that's going to panic by any means, but a phenomenal start by the Jags.
As the Jags force one with Wadvig. Good hands by Sharp. Nipstead with the basketball. Other side of the floor to Trembeth off the left block. And this one rattles out, no good. Rebound underneath with Wadvig. And there's going to be a 2-point takedown. 3 points in wrestling now with her and Zoe Sharp. But regardless, if it's that kind of a night for Kindred, you're going to go, how do we get the lid off the rim? Because that was a great look, a great find. That one just literally rolls off the front iron.
Well, and again, Liza Trembeth is such a phenomenal player. She averages 18 points a game, and that's one that she's kicking herself for. So just stay the process, stay the course if you're a Vikings fan. But if you're a Jags fan, boy, you're excited for the things that you're seeing right now.
Roland forces a shot that was contested. Rebound here comes to Olsen, her second. All of a sudden you look up, a made three-pointer. It's a 3-possession game here with 5:45 left in the first half. Huzzard double, gives it to Crockett. Crockett taking a couple of dribbles, goes behind the back, drives inside the paint, off the window, and nearly got the end one.
She's just so special to watch. Every time she goes in there, you think, how she's not going to make that, and that one just barely rolls out. She gets to shoot 2 from the charity stripe. Hayden Crockett already at 8 points, looking to get into double digits right now.
Sharp's going to pick up the foul. That's her second. Crockett has 9. Now make her 14 of 19 from the free throw line here in the tournament. The Jags at 17-12. Hayden Crockett, part of Hallie Crockett, Jace Crockett, a lot of really good ball handlers and players there for Northern Cass. And oh, by the way, there's still a brother coming up with Brooks Crockett.
Well, you could go, there's been a lot in Region 1 with Abby Dukeshire, DeConte Smith. You said Hallie Crockett, Riley Nudell, her dad out on the court today. Region 1's been blessed with some phenomenal girl basketball players over the years.
Roland, drive kick, Trembeth, shot fake to the baseline. This one here for Eliza, 17 seconds on the shot clock. Jags looking to switch a little bit here. As they do, Trembeth's going to drive to the baseline here. Teardropper off the side of the backboard, no good. Rebound here for Tesh Jalbert.
Not a great shot there by Liza. Great again rebound by Jalbert and the Northern Cass Jags, limiting it to 1 shot and done for the Vikings.
Crockett, high post touch. Hayden with a dribble pullback from 13. That'll go long. Rebound tipped. Olsen will come away with it. She's got 3 Vikings around her, and Roland was one of them to get the rebound, eventually to Nipstead. Quickly up the other side of the floor, left-handed side. This one goes to Sanders. Vikings held scoreless here in the quarter so far with 4:40 left in the second. Double team comes. With it now is Nipstead. Nipstead here at the top of the key, taking a hard dribble, drive kick, shot fake for Sanders, 15 on the shot clock. Sanders right wing to Nipstead, high arching rainbow, 3, nothing but the bottom of the net. Nipstead with the triple.
Sierra Nipstead looks great tonight. She's already got 9 points, averages 24 a game. She looks so smooth on that 3-pointer right there. Big bucket for the Vikings.
First 3-pointer of the night here for Kindred as they're back within 3. This one goes to the short post. Left-handed side now for Crockett for the answer three. Long rebound to Trembett. Liza with the board and a foul upcoming here on the team clad in black. That will come up against Carly Ryder.
Been a very exciting game early on here, Chase. Just like what you'd expect in a Region 1 semifinal. The Jags just pestering and pestering, doing a great job on the boards, getting some great performance from multiple different girls. Been a great battle so far.
If you would have told me earlier if it's a low-scoring game, I probably would have said I favor Kindred, but the way this one is going, and Josh, the low-scoring game is favoring Northern Cass Nipstead. Another three ball for Sierra after the screen. Long rebound comes out to Tess Jolbert.
Great job by the Jags, again, limiting that possession, and no doubt you're exactly right. You'd think a low-scoring game favors the Vikings.
Lavig on the baseline gets doubled by Roland. Lavig with it forces a pass. Nipstead gets the steal. This one pinballs around, and eventually Huzar will come up with it now. Inside the paint for Jolbert, left-handed layup, no. Rebound comes down to Leah Roland. Rolling up the near sideline now for the senior. Leah going hard to the paint, and there's a foul as Leah got mugged. Cadence Huzar will pick up the foul. That'll be her second, team second, and rolling to the free throw line to shoot two.
Big opportunity there by Tess Gilbert down in the paint. Unfortunate miss for the Jags. And Leah Rowland, she continues to do what she does. I mean, she just is a hard-working, gritty player who gives it everything she can. Makes that free throw there. She's come to play. Leah Rowland with three right now.
Rowland went 5 of 6 from the free throw line in the quarters. Now you add to that, and she's got a downhill mentality right now, Josh. It's allowed her to get to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it, Chase. Downhill, she is fearless everywhere on the court. Knocks them both home. And it's 18-17 Jags.
3:25 left to play here in the opening half. Lavig uses up her dribble, zings a pass up the floor to Tess Jolbert, batted there by Bacco, saved by Sharpo, what a play! And then Kittleson sees us out of bounds / touch by Fury. That was from the right hip, almost like a frisbee there for Lavig, trying to find it to Tess Jolbert.
Yeah, arguably a little bit reckless. I think Kyle Morhart doesn't want that ball thrown, just kind of out into the flock and see who gets it. That's what the Vikings want, though. I mean, they want to create havoc and see if they can get the Jags to force in passes that are gonna be tough to complete.
Little 5-0 run for the Vikings here over the last minute and 30. Trembett jumper from the right wing. That'll go long. Rebound to Lavig, her fourth. Lavig near sideline to Hayden Crockett, crossing the timeline. Crockett here at the top of the key, taking a couple of dribbles. Hayden uses up that rock, leaves it right-handed side to Tess. Jolbert at the wing. High post touch to Lavig. Through her hands and a turnover. Bacco to Nipstead. Nipstead with a right-handed layup to take the lead off the window for two. Time out on the floor for Kyle Morhart. Make that lead and that run. A 7-0 run now here for the Vikings. 2:42 left to play in the first half.
Looking to sell your equipment or needing an upgrade? Purple Wave Auction has you covered. From construction to agriculture and fleet, we make it easy for you to sell, bid, or buy. Always online and always no reserve. Take the next step and register for free today at purplewave.com. It's time to experience the easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment with Purple Wave Auction.
Time out of the floor brought to you in part by Bank North 1918. To see what values-based banking can do for you, go to Bank North's website. That's banknorth.bank. Build, grow, and prosper. Member FDIC, equal housing lender with Bank North. So 2 timeouts here so far taken from Northern Cass. They have 2 fouls. For the Vikings, 3 fouls of 5 timeouts remaining here for head coach Sam Brandt. The Vikings now have taken a lead by 1, but it has been back and forth in this first half. Lavig, front court, left-handed side, Ryder. Ryder on the baseline, double team coming up here. And there's a jump ball between Bacco and alongside with Ryder. And as we alluded to in the pregame show, that length where you can get that hand on a basketball, Josh, as we saw from Bacco.
Yeah, opportunistic. As soon as the Jags are picking up the ball in that situation, the young lady has 2 Vikings on her right away, and they're both tall, 5'11". It's tough to get out of that.
Crockett left-handed side, open, college range 3 for Tess. Jolbert buries it. Tess now has 7, her 21st made triple this season.
Fearless shot there by Tess, and a big one as she gives the Jags a 2-point lead.
Right-handed side to Trembett. Trembett, little pick and roll action with Bacco. Good hedge defensively there by Crockett to bat that one out of bounds and allow a reset defensively.
And kind of the same thing that I talked about with the Jags, except for the Vikings do it there. It's almost a pass into triple coverage. knocked away. The Vikings are fortunate that they're able to retain possession.
Trembeth to the paint, gets fouled, and Liza to the free throw line. A 78% free throw shooter on the season. Liza Trembeth will be going to the line to shoot. Lavic picks up the foul. As we'll see this here for Northern Cass, it'll be their third team foul.
Well, Liza Trembeth struggling a little bit, uncharacteristic. We'll see if she can get the touch here from the free throw line.
Trembeth misses that one. It's the first free throw missed of the game here for the Vikings. They shot well from the stripe against Lisbon, 13 of 16 from the line. So far here today, they're 4 of 5. Free throw attempt number 2 here for Tess. That swirls out. Rebound here for Crockett. Crockett with her second rebound of the game. Vikings down by 2. Full court pressure defense after the miss. Crockett up the floor to Tess. Jalbert wants another 3. Tess buries another one. Oh, in transition. She's got her second triple in the last 45 seconds.
Who says that girl can't shoot threes? I mean, she's got back-to-back, and that one with Bako hustling back and gets a hand in her face.
With it now is Nipstead. They're able to switch. Give this on the flare screen. Trembeth triple for the answer. Liza with the answer from the left wing.
That's a huge shot for Liza. She's been struggling a little bit this game. She nails that 3, and that's exactly what she's got to do. Keep putting it up.
Fury misses from the baseline after a nice bounce pass by Tess. This one goes out of bounds, and it will stay Northern Cass basketball. But I tell you what, you get a Tess Jalbert, you get a Reese Lavic to hit some of these shots. Crockett doesn't need them to score 30 points, Josh.
That's absolutely right. If you can get this contribution, if you can get Jalbert to continue to hit behind the three-point line, she's at 10 right now and continue to score. That's huge for the Jags.
Lavic inside of Tess. Jalbert will spin, and a block shot by Trembeth. Rebound comes down to Fury. Then Trembeth comes away with a steal. Liza will handle it here. Back to Roland. Vikings with a chance to tie or take the lead. Skip to Trembeth. Trembeth with a shot fake. Has it at the top of the key. Weaves it to Nipstead. Nipstead will drive to the left elbow. Now to Roland. Roland going to go hard to the paint. There's a foul. Then the downhill mentality yet again for Roland on that weave. You know she's probably not going to shoot a 3, Josh, but she's able to take 1-2 dribbles, able to get right to the paint, and she will be going to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Leah, such a fun girl to be around. I mean, her mentality is exactly how she is on the floor. 100% at everything she does all the time. Unfortunate that she couldn't get that first free throw to make, but she has 4 already here tonight with a chance at 5.
I'll crank up the basket mics here. That one's going to go short. You can hear the student section. By the way, it feels like it inside. A little Hawaii night here for Northern Cass student section. Tess Jalbert gets the rebound. Under 60 seconds to play here, and all of a sudden, Kyle Moorhart's going to burn his 3rd timeout here of the first half. We'll see how that comes back later on in the game. However, the Jags do lead it by 2 late here in the first half.
Experience everything your home can be at the Lighting Gallery. Stop in for our President's Day sale, February 17th through March 1st. Save 25% on everything bath, including bathroom lighting, decorative vanity mirrors, lighted mirrors, bath accessories, and even special order items. With our large in-store selection and help from our lighting designers, you're sure to find the perfect items for your home. The Lighting Gallery, 3622 South Washington, Grand Forks. Online at shopthelightinggallery.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Timeout on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. Again, that's the 3rd timeout taken here for Kyle Moorhart's club. And he's going to try to set up something good offensively after this little half-court pressure defense. This one goes to the baseline. Olsen handles it there. Liv will give it now to Crockett. Crockett at the right wing skips it to Lavic. Lavic with 15 seconds on the shot clock as they're on the NDSU emblem. Lavic here sees a double wraparound pass. That one goes to Ryder. Now with 8 seconds, back to Reese. Reese the baseline to Tess on the interior to Liv. Liv at the short corner, out of bounds, and a turnover on Northern Cass.
Good defense by the Vikings there. Everywhere the ball went, they immediately rotated nicely, double teamed, and would have created a panic shot for the Jags. They just couldn't get one off. They step out of bounds with just 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
Kindred can take the final shot of the half if they want, with a chance to tie or take the lead. Vikings were down by 2 after the opening 8 minutes. Crockett nearly gets a foul or a steal. Trembeth with it, right-handed side rolling, give and go to Trembeth. Back to rolling here. Leah with a shot fake at the top of the key. Drive, kick, left-handed side to Sharp. Sharp at the left wing, inside the paint. Top of the key, Bacco for the lead. Shot will be off the mark, no good. Rebound, Crockett. Hayden with 7 seconds. Crockett up the floor to Tess with 6. Tess Jalbert, couple dribbles off the window, good for 2. Tess Jalbert beats the horn. Bacco gets it into Roland. Roland trying to get a half-court shot off. That'll go short. And the Jags with a big 2 points. We'll see how large that is later in this game as the Jags take a lead 26-22. But how about Tess Jalbert with 10 points in the quarter, 12 in the half, as she is the leading scorer here after the opening half of play. Jags lead it by 4 as we head to the halftime break.
You would never buy a one-size-fits-all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
Home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
Benedictine Mission Coordinator has a great move-in special. For a limited time, you can save $5,000 when you move in. That's $1,000 off your first 4 months of rent, and the $1,000 move-in fee is waived. Your rent at Benedictine Mission Coordinator covers 3 meals a day, home and yard maintenance, indoor access to Essentia Health Clinic and Benedictine Therapy Services, and much more. To schedule an appointment, call Benedictine Mission Court at 218-784-5250. Save $5,000 with this move-in special.
Since its beginning, the Central Cast Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cast High School. Through the years, that mission has brought in to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cast Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcastboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcastboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Halftime show brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual and Tope Insurance. Get in touch with Ryan at Tope Insurance today in Castleton for a quote or review of your policies at 701-347-4045. That's 347-4045. Chase Miller, Josh Almaris with you here today courtside. It was 14-12 Northern Cass after one quarter. They outscored Kindred 12-10. They beat the Horn by Tess Jalbert, who's got 12 points to lead the floor for Northern Cass, 11 by Sierra Nipstead. Biggest thing is what after these opening 16 minutes, Josh, as we take a look at the first half numbers?
I'd say the total team play out of the Jags right now. I mean, the case, a great example is how that first half ended. The Vikings have the ball. They have a chance to score the final points. The shot clock is off. They get a miss. Hayden Crockett picks up that rebound immediately, and she sees Tess Jalbert slashing down the court, and she finds her immediately. Tess, very cool, calm, collective, hits a left-handed layup, and Jalbert has 12, Crockett has 10. They're getting contributions from a couple of other girls as well. I think it's Husar with a couple and Lavig as well. But that play right there, to me, defines why the Jags are having such a great first half. They're getting great team play out of everybody. Another thing we talked about, Chase, that I've been impressed with the Jags is that when the Vikings are coming out and double teaming Crockett, they're losing 2 of their biggest rebounders, and the Jags are fighting fearlessly underneath the basket to get 2 and 3 and 4 extra possessions. But this game is far from over. I mean, it's been an entertaining one, and overall, I mean, it's been a Region 1 matchup that I don't think anybody would be surprised by, just in the sense that Region 1's such a fun fun basketball area.
Well, Kindred trying to beat Northern Cass for the third time this season. Valley City did against Wahpeton earlier. Now, if Northern Cass does hold on and win this game, they'd play Valley City for the fourth time this year because they play in the Barnes County Championship. They played twice in the regular season. While on the opposite side, if Kindred wins, they split with the Highliners earlier, and that's actually their last loss here for Kindred is against Valley City, but we'll talk about that in the postgame. I guess before we take a quick break, Josh, quickly, what needs to change from the Kindred perspective here? Not that they're by any means playing poorly. It's just right, as you said, the second chance, the hustle points right now. If you had a hustle category, Northern Cass is winning that particular battle right now.
Yeah, I don't think if I'm the Vikings, I don't expect them to come out panicked or to change anything that they're doing. I think Liza Trenbeth would admit she's a little bit cold right now. She just has 5 points. Baco has yet to get on the board yet, so just keep doing what you're doing. You can't panic. You can't start doing anything that's uncharacteristic. They've been down at the half before. Most recently, they were down as many as 10, I think maybe even 12 at home against Wahpeton. So I don't expect them to come out and panic. If I was in the Vikings locker room, I'd just say keep doing what we've been doing all year. We're not getting every shot to fall. Stay patient, stay calm, and trust the process. Trust what we've been doing all throughout the year.
At the half, Northern Cass leaders by 4. We'll take a look at the first half numbers next here inside the Shack.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 20th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 75 Red Angus bulls plus 20 elite hand-picked registered heifers. Same reliable program, new exciting genetics, producing Red Angus genetics with sustainability for over 26 years. Request a catalog today. Call Gary Jacobson, 701-361-3189, or Facebook Jacobson Red Angus. The sale broadcast on DV Auction. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 20th, 1 p.m.
At the half, brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual. Get in touch with Lindsey Johnson in Castleton or find a surrounding agent near you. Cass County Mutual services southeastern North Dakota and beyond. Visit CassCountyMutual.com. That again is CassCountyMutual.com. First half numbers look like this. Northern Cass 14 points in the first quarter, 12 in the second. Kindred with 12 first quarter points and 10 in the second. For the Vikings, for the Jags, 4 players in the scoring column, 11 turnovers. They've hit 3, make that 4 3-pointers in the game. They're 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Kindred so far with 6 first-half turnovers. They have 4 players in the scoring column. The Vikings have gone 4 of 8 from the free throw line and currently with 2 made triples. Northern Cass 12 points by Tesh Jalbert with 4 rebounds, 2 threes in the second quarter. 10 points by Hayden Crockett, 2 threes in the first quarter, 2 of 2 from the line. 2 points for Lovig and 2 points for Liv Olson. Well, for the Vikings, 11 points for Sierra Nipstead with a made 3, 2 made free throws as well in the first quarter. 5 points for Eliza Trembeth with a made triple. 4 points for Leah Rowland, 2 of 4 from the stripe, and 2 points for Taylor Sanders. Winner of this plays roughly at 2:30 on Thursday against Valley City. Losers got Wahpeton in the third place game at 1 o'clock on Thursday afternoon. That does it for our halftime show, brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual and Tope Insurance. Back with second half action next inside the Shack.
Today. I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassiz Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems or working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they'll come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Call 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Hey Lisbon, it's time to rally behind our favorite team. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are sending all our best wishes to the Broncos as they hit the court and field this season. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are proud to support our teams and community. Let's show our Broncos that we're with them every step of the way. Go Broncos! Your dedication and spirit makes us all proud. From all of us at the Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters, we're cheering for you.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
Our officials here in this one of Tommy Bergen, Ron Nudell, and alongside Ryan Gellner. He's Joshua Maris. I'm Chase Miller with you courtside inside the Shack as the Vikings will begin the second half of play with the basketball. Nipstead pops the pass inside Bacco off the left hand for two. Quick score in here for the Vikings.
Well, I said Kennedy Bacco hadn't gotten any points in the first half, and just like that, the Vikings are within two off of Bacco's made bucket.
Crockett on the baseline off the window, and Hayden says, 2 for you, 2 for me, and the Jags are back on the board.
She's at 12. Beautiful kiss off the glass there from Hayden Crockett.
Sierra Nipstead here at the top of the key. Nipstead taking the ball screen by Sharp. Right-handed side Roland. Roland's going to drive inside the paint. Block shot on the way. Coming up with it is Sharp, and we'll see a reach and foul here on Northern Cass, as this foul could be on Huzar. We'll see if it is. Nope, it's going to be on Lavig. Race will pick up the foul. That'll be her third and the team's first.
Yeah, Husar and Lavik both down low to try and get that ball, and the one Viking, Zoe Sharp, ends up picking it up.
Open roll in left pocket 3 for Leah. That goes long. Rebound, good box underneath by Crockett, as she had Trembeth right on top of her. Hayden with her fourth board of the game. Crockett with it on the drive, gets walled off, able to spin, top of the key. Huzar extra pass to Lavig, able to shot fake. Reese with a runner from the baseline, no good. Backside board by Bacco.
Nice job there by Bacco of boxing out and getting that rebound. She's come out on fire, Kennedy has.
Nipstead sees this open, 3-ball, book it. Sierra Nipstead with her second made triple tonight. She's got 14.
Beautiful shot there by Sierra Nipstead. Hard to believe she's just a freshman. She just looks so calm out there, and she nails that one.
Nipstead must have went to the Tim Wakefield School of Shooting, because that ball doesn't move that much, as Crockett sees this one off the backboard. Rebound, Trembeth up the other side of the floor. Nipstead trying to take the lead. Left-handed layup for two in transition.
Case in point there, Nipstead with the left-handed lay-in. A nice call on the knuckleballer in the MLB there, Chase.
As you'll see it with Hayden Crockett. Crockett with the jab, able to drive to Tesh Jalbert. Jalbert extra pass now to Huzar as they swing it to Hayden. Hayden here at the top of the key, left to right crossover. Crockett steps inside the paint off the window, good for two. I'm not sure how Hayden Crockett got that shot off. She's got 14.
Well, not only that, but just the angles it's coming in off the backboard. I mean, she fires that up there, and it's like a magnet at the bottom of the net.
This one will go left-handed side to Roland. Roland calling out traffic here at the free throw line. Leah looking back door. There's the cut by Bacco. Bacco from the right block. That'll go short. Rebound for Sharp. Here goes Nipstead off the window and count it.
Phenomenal play there by Zoe Sharp, as Kennedy Bacco gives her a huge high five after that. Zoe Sharp gets a big rebound, and the first thing she does is she looks over to Sierra Nipstead. Nipstead, just like that, has 7 consecutive points.
Vikings take the lead on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 31-30. Foul assist on Huzar. We'll crank up the basket mic. Oh, that sounds pretty. Nipstead with the made free throw.
Nice and crisp sound there. Sierra Nipstead's made that sound a lot here in the first part of the second half.
32-30 with 5:45 left to play in the third quarter. Huzar will see this here at the right wing. Cadence up and over the pass to Lavik. This to take the lead. Three-pointer in and out, no good. Rebound to Trembeth.
Good quick shot there by Lavik, but she couldn't get it to go, and here the Vikings are on attack again.
Trembeth able to spin, jumper from 10. This one swirls in for two. Liza Trembeth with the made field goal.
Beautiful stop there, and just like that, the Vikings have a 4-point lead. They're coming out on fire here in the second half.
It's a 12-4 run here for Kindred. 2:45 here in the third quarter. Huzar triple. Oh, that was big. Huzar with her first made triple of the night.
Yeah, that was big. Absolutely, that was big. They need to stop the bleeding.
Kennedy Bacco, though, in transition. Shot is off the mark, no good. Tie up underneath, and the arrow will make its way towards Northern Cass. And for Kyle Morehart, with 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter, will make a substitution as Carly Ryder will check into the game, as Reese Lavig will check out of the contest. And the Jags, all of a sudden, you look up, Yeah, 12-4 run, now a 12-7 run, and now a chance after the tie-up, Josh, to take the lead.
Yeah, and great job by Hussar. She hits the three, and then she hustles back and gets that tie-up. That's what you love about these basketball games.
Tess Jalbert, three-pointer from the wing, no rebound underneath, and a foul by Bacco. Great position on the inside by the 7th grader. Cadence Hussar slithered their way in front of Kennedy, and Bacco picks up the foul. That's a large one. That's her third.
Okay, so Hussar hits a three. She gets a tie-up down here on the defensive end, and now she gets another big rebound with Bacco going over the back, picking up her third foul. Great job there by Hussar.
Jalbert inside, Olsen, foul, count it, got it good. Quickly on the inbounds, Liv Olsen now with 4, a chance to make it 5. Foul will be on Sharp, and all of a sudden for Sam Brandt, you got some big chess pieces with 3 fouls here, Josh.
Yeah, foul trouble is not good for the Vikings, and with Bacco having 3, Sharp having 2, you've got 2 of your starters in some precarious positions.
Free throw attempt here for Olsen. Liv able to bury that one. Olsen now with 5, and just like that, you look up, the Jags have weathered the storm, but the Vikings right now with it in the front court. Right-hand side, Trembeth on the baseline, jumper from 16, got it to go. Tickles the twine, does Trembeth, she's got 9. Tied at 36 apiece, 5:25 remaining here in this third quarter. Tess Jalbert will have it batted out of bounds by Leah Rowland. And if you're head coach Kyle Morehart, after a gutty win 24 hours ago against Central Cass, it is just as gutty of a performance so far here in the semis.
Absolutely. Both these teams fearless, laying it all on the line. They know what's at stake. Been an exciting game.
Again, tied at 36 apiece on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. High post touch to Hussar. Sloppy pass, it gets turned over. Here goes Sanders up the other side of the floor to Nipstead off the window for 2.
Nipstead having a great game. Boy, oh boy. Go ahead.
21 on the night here for Sierra. Hussar right wing to Tess Jalbert. Jalbert gets doubled to Hussar. Able to skip it to Crockett, but there's the tip. Hussar able to come up with it. As she does, right-handed side to Ryder. Now to Crockett, and a foul here on Sierra. Nipstead with her first. She's been playing the top of that 1-3-1 zone, and you can tell the top of that 1-3-1 and the bottom of the 1-3-1, Josh. It's like a track meet. It's like the 3,200 meter. It's going to wear you out at the end of the game, but if you can power through it, you can find yourself on the podium.
Yeah, absolutely. All I heard you really say there was track, though, Chase, and then you lost me.
This one goes out of bounds on the baseline. 38-36, Vikings lead it by 2 after Ryder was trying to go to the baseline here. 25 seconds on the shot clock. The Jags in their black uniforms, gold numerals. Vikings out in their home whites with Kindred across the front in blue, outlined in black. This one tipped by Rowland. Sanders up the floor. Here goes Nipstead. Nipstead, we said this before, transition bucket for 2.
A couple of bad turnovers here by the Jags, and just like that, they're down by 4. They've been a little careless with the basketball, and you can go the other way. The Vikings are playing great defense, but I think Coach Morehart is going to have a talk with his girls about controlling that basketball and not making these reckless passes.
Hussar with it up top to Crockett. Crockett from the parking lot, the 3.
Oh my goodness.
From University Drive, Crockett buries a triple.
How nice is it to have a girl like Hayden Crockett on your team say, hey, we're there on a run, let me stop that from dang near half court, from the snout that the Bison's making there on the center field, on the center court logo.
You can call Crockett a closer. Speaking of closing, Nipstead three-pointer shorts. I like the action that they have with Trembeth and Nipstead on those little flare screens, because you gotta honor both on the pick and roll, but then you come across there, Josh. That's a tough play to defend.
That's what makes the big 3 so dangerous. I mean, like I said earlier, they average 52 points a game between Trembeth, Bacco, and Nipstead.
Carrington winners over Thompson, so the Carrington Cardinals will advance and play the Devils Lake Firebirds 1 and 2 out in Region 2 coming up for the championship. That means Grafton and Thompson will play for third. Crockett here, top of the key. Jags down by 1. 2:30 left in the third quarter. She gets triple. Lobbig, extra pass. Tess wants her third 3 of the game. This one goes long. Rebound to Kennedy Bacco on the inside.
Good ball movement there by the Jags. You're exactly right. Crockett had 3 girls on her, and then they found Jalbert. She hit twice in the first half, but wasn't able to hit there.
Nipstead going to drive on the interior. Kick to Bacco. Kennedy on this weave. Teardropper inside the paint. Off the backboard, no. Rebound to Tess. Baseball pass up the floor as she's looking for Crockett. Crockett sees this and a foul. Good job by Tess Jalbert. When you can dribble with your left and right hand, the next thing as an elementary school kid you hear from the coaches, look up the floor. And that's exactly what Tess was able to do. Foul coming here against the Vikings.
Yeah, and then Hayden just so quick to the basket, draws that contact and works a foul.
Kennedy Baco's got 3, you got 1, both on Trembeth and Nipstead here, as this one will go to left-handed side jumper here for Lavig. That'll go long on the 3-point attempt. A rebound by number 3 and Nipstead. Nipstead near sideline Trembeth as Hayden Crockett barrel rolls into the media roll. 3-pointer by Trembeth is no good. Rebound Kittleson, and she's tied up with, and the arrow will stay here with Kindred. Josh, I was feared for your life for a moment because I thought Hayden Crockett was going to be in the 50-meter hurdle, so to speak, at an indoor track meet.
Up close and personal there, but she's very athletic and got herself under control and kept me in good form over here on media row.
1:46 to play here in the third quarter. Vikings on the inbounds coming through that screen as Nipstead top the key. Sierra hands it off now to Trembeth. Trembeth taking a couple hard dribbles back in her defender down. Here comes a double team. Trembeth sees this and a turnover. Crockett comes away with it. Hayden goes one-on-one with Taylor. To the paint, off the window, no. Good hustle play by Ryder for 2.
Well, great hustle back to the play there for Ryder. She knew Crockett was coming down the floor and it'd be easy to think that bucket's going in, but she follows up the play and puts it in the basket after Crockett couldn't get hers to connect.
Foul on Faye Fury here for the Jags, so Fury will pick up the foul. That'll be her first, the team's third here, as you will see it on a substitution as Roland will check in now for the Vikings. 1:21 left to play. What has been an up and down third quarter here, Josh. It was 26-24 at the half. This has been a fun up and down third quarter.
Yeah, to say the least. It's been a great game in general, and here it is. We're a 1-point game with 1:20 left in the third quarter. Jags lead.
With it, right-handed side. Here goes Skittleson back up top to Roland. Roland on the cut on the interior. Off the window, Taylor Sanders for 2.
Good ball movement by the Vikings and a good basket there by the 9th grader, Taylor Sanders.
Sanders, don't get in front of a volleyball in front of her because that will hurt. As Crockett goes to the baseline, forces one, no rebound. Olsen, pump back, got it to go.
Yeah, what a phenomenal play there by Liv Olsen. She picks up, I don't know, a little bit of we'll say a pass from Crockett, makes that beautiful basket there by Leah Rowland as she goes underneath and puts in a bucket.
As the assist by Nipstead was equally just as nice. Crockett with it on the baseline. This one goes Ryder. Ryder spins, tough shot will be short. Good box out underneath here by Kittleson. Rowland picks up the basketball. Rowland now will slow it up and the Vikings can take the final shot of the quarter.
Shot clock goes off, but Leah Rowland was looking to pass that all the way down the court. I think the Vikings were a little bit nervous she was going to chuck that.
Kindred with 22 points in the quarter, while it's 17 here for Northern Cass. Nipstead dribbles to the right wing, 10 seconds left here in the quarter. Sanders left-handed side, Kittleson gives it to Roland. Roland on the baseline with 6, Roland with 5. Kick to Nipstead, left wing 3 on the way. That'll go long, rebound out of bounds with 1 second remaining here in the quarter as Trembeth will check back in. So unless Northern Cass can get one up the floor about 40 feet and get a chuck and heave, will more than likely go into the fourth quarter. There's the throw, there's the heave by Crockett. That'll end our third quarter play. We got a dandy, don't go anywhere. Final 8 minutes left here in the semifinals coming up. Vikings lead by 1.
Never buy a one-size-fits-all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
Home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
44-43 as we head to the fourth quarter on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to DHB Bank. Chase Miller, Josh Almaris with you. What do we have in store for the final 8 minutes? This one goes left wing to Tess Jalbert. Jalbert at the wing will handle this one now up top to Crockett. Crockett, jumper, got it from the left wing on the way. This one will go long. Rebound though. Oh, what a board by Carly Ryder. Ryder with her 4th board. Back to Crockett here. Crockett looking for a teammate. Bounce pass on the inside, and Leah Rowland gets the steal.
Great job by Leah Rowland. She's not the biggest on the floor, as the Viking fans know, but she does a great job of holding her ground down in the paint, works the turnover.
Bacco will see this here at the left wing, gives this one now to the free throw line. Driving kick, right pocket 3 for Leah. That one swirls out, no good. Ball to play, last touch here by Bacco. The Jags led by the 17 of Crockett, the 10 of Tess Jalbert. Sierra Nipstead just having herself a whale of a contest here with 23 on the night here for the Vikings.
Just a freshman. She looks like she's been out on the floor for many, many years. 4 more years of this for her, 3 more years, I should say.
44 points in 7 quarters for Nipstead here in the region tournament. This one will go off the mark, no good. Olsen, rebound, put back, and Tess Jalbert finishes for 2.
Great finish there by Tess Jalbert, just the junior. She gets the rebound, throws that one off the glass, and a big bucket gives the Jags a lead by 1.
7 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Winners got a date with the Highliners on Thursday afternoon. Ball goes to Trembeth at the left wing. Liza jumper from the baseline. This one goes long. Rebound will be underneath by Zoe Sharp. Rowland right wing 3 for the lead. Oh, the senior with her biggest shot of the season. Rowland with the triple.
Leah Rowland has 9, and she just missed a 3 before that, but again, fearless shot. Puts that one in, and the Vikings will lead by 2 thanks to Leah Rowland.
Crockett will handle this one on the zone, gives it back up top to Ryder, swings it near sideline Olsen. Olsen at the right wing, bounce pass on the interior, little triangle down to the baseline to Lavig. Lavig here at the right wing, skips it to Tess Jalbert. This for the lead for 3, yes sir!
Holy smokes, have a game, Tess Jalbert. She has 17 points, and she rattles that 3 home. Everybody wants to shoot 3s tonight, Chase.
Tess Jalbert now gives the Jags a lead. They work it high-low on the inside. Zoe Sharp got her defender on her back hip, and Sharp with her first field goal of the night. We're trading buckets here in the 4th.
Excellent pass there. I think that was Nipstead that gave it inside to Zoe, but Zoe, she goes right to the hoop with that. 49-48 now, Vikings lead.
Bacco's going to get called with the foul. That's her 4th as Crockett will inbound it. Sanders will check in now for the Vikings. This is like a 15-round welterweight, heavyweight kind of a style of a game here in the semifinals.
Yeah, and it should be no surprise.
Crockett, deep 3 from the wing. That one swirls out, no, but look at 4 black jerseys underneath. Lavig gets the rebound. Near sideline now to Crockett. Crockett at the free throw line, double. Hayden forces one up, and she gets fouled.
Well, Reese Lavig, if Crockett puts these in, I mean, Reese Lavig is a huge reason why. She again works that offensive board, and the Jags are in the position they're in because she's just working her tail off down in the paint.
As Hayden Crockett will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Basket mic turned on. Is good. So give the hockey assist, as we said, to Reese Lavig on that. Now we're tied at 49.
Crockett at the line and the basket sound on.
Second one is good as well. Hayden Crockett.
Surprised to hear that.
Well, the Jags are 5 of 5 from the free throw line in this game, while Kindred is 5 of 9 so far. Northern Castle with a 1-point advantage. 5:30 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Nipstead gives it right-handed side to Trembeth, as Trembeth will see it here between the circles, crossing over, driving on Crockett off the window. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes down here to Olsen. Outlet pass to Crockett. Hayden Crockett 2-on-1. She doesn't care. Crockett gets fouled. The Euro step through. Rowland, wrong place, wrong time on this step because Hayden was going up with it. Rowland didn't do much, Josh, but enough to cause the foul.
She has over 2,000 points in her career, Crockett does, and that's one great example why. She gets the ball, she's immediately moving to the basket. She's got 2 girls on her, initiates contact, draws the foul, and here she is again with the basket sound on.
Free throws up and good. She's got 20. Northern Cass, the number 6 seed against the 2 seed. The Jags trying to see if they can knock off the Vikings here back-to-back seasons in the region semis. Free throw attempt number 2 is no good. No one boxed out Crockett. Crockett with the rebound. Crockett from the left pocket. Hayden!
Oh, come on.
Buries another one. Hayden with 23.
It almost looked like she missed it on purpose, Chase. She put that ball high in the air. I don't know if she missed it on purpose, but she knew that ball was off. She hustled to it. They find her open on the 3, and she turns that into a 4-point play. My goodness, Hayden Crockett.
Circle that as a potential precision egg play of the contest. 5 minutes left to play here in the fourth. Timeout on the floor here for the Vikings.
Bears Home Solutions is the Red River Valley's premier HVAC and plumbing company. Our team of friendly, licensed professionals has delivered top-notch service to the Red River Valley since 1978. Bears Home Solutions is the only name you need to know when it comes to heating, cooling, and plumbing installation, service, or repair. When you want it done right the first time, you need a Bear in there.
Time out on the floor, brought to you in part by Bank North, 54-49, just over 5 minutes left to play. I'm Chase Miller, he's Josh Elmaris. As we take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard here today, earlier, Valley City with a win over Wahpeton. Katie Burchell with 18 points, Maddie Anderson at 14. Able to see across the way here. Rugby gets by South Prairie Max. Devils Lake and Carrington move on to the Region 2 tournament. Hazen will go up against Dickinson Trinity out west in Region 4. That's a quick ripple round here courtside from the Shack. 54-49. What do the Vikings have in store for the timeout here for Sam Brandt?
Good timeout taken by the Vikings. They're down 5, but again, this game is far from over, folks.
As you'll see it, Baco here to roll it on the inside, high off the window, can't get it to go. Ball coming down to Tess Jalbert. Tess has had herself a whale of a game.
No doubt about it. Big rebound there, and now the ball's back in the hands of Hayden Crockett.
Tess Jalbert's got 17 on the night with 7 rebounds. Ball goes left-handed side, and here's the question. If Northern Cass gets 1 or 2 made threes, that might do it the way right now Kindred is currently shooting here if they're not getting to the paint, Josh.
Yeah, I think that it certainly puts them in a bad spot. But again, I have a ton of faith in Liza Trenbeth, Kennedy Baco, Sierra Nipstead. It definitely puts them up against the wall. It's going to be a tough one, but with those 3, it only takes a few shots to get hot.
Crockett right of the key right now. 4:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Northern Castle see this at the right wing. Nice pass inside. Olsen and a block shot. No, they call a foul. It was either going to be a block shot or enough of the arm. I believe Rowland's going to get tabbed with the foul. She will be, and Leah Rowland will pick up her 4th personal foul. What a pass, though, by Crockett from the high post to the low right block as Olsen hits the line.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It was a phenomenal assist, a late foul. But as it is, Olsen gets that one all the way around, but it doesn't fall.
Northern Cass 3 of 5 here in the quarter. 6 of 8 from the free throw line as a team. Liv's trying to make this a 6-point game. Free throw attempt number 2 is short. Rebound is going to be loose. Baco comes up with it, but Huzar gets a steal. Tess Jalbert's pass to the hands of Crockett. Olsen saves it, but there goes Nipstead. Nipstead with a 3-on-3 as bodies hit the floor. Here goes Nipstead, left-handed side to Baco, as you'll see it here with Huzar, and Tess Jalbert is down at center court. We're going to take a break with him and hope it's not anything bad for Tess. 4:08 to play here in the fourth quarter. 54-49. Northern Cass with the advantage.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
As we come back off the floor here, Baco will see it on the inside. Tess Jalbert does come off under own pressure, which that's a good thing. That left knee is taped some more. As the foul will come on Olsen, as Liv will pick up the foul, her first. That'll be the team's first, and 2 free throws on the way here for Baco.
The play that she fell on, it was just everybody's hustling back on the court. This is what high school athletics are about, is everybody just wanting to win so bad, giving it all that they can. Feet got tangled up, she fell on the floor. Thankfully, she's okay.
Baco goes 2 for 2 from the stripe, makes it a 1-possession game, under 4 minutes to play. Full court pressure defense. Crockett's pass intercepted. Baco with the tip. This one has to get across the 10-second count. They do here with a second to spare with Crockett. Crockett then leaves it from the right baseline. It's tipped out of bounds, and last touch by Trembet. That was helter-skelter definition, Josh, with 19 seconds on the shot clock.
It's starting to get there in general right now. You know, you've got such a strong competitive desire to win this game. All 10 girls on the floor, the entire bench, everybody wants it so bad that you're certainly seeing a little bit of that desperation. Do anything you can.
Crockett right wing jumper, no. Three-pointer off the mark, rebound by Sharp, and a foul here by Huszar. Huszar's going to pick up her fourth, and I tell you what, Zoe Sharp's got 2 points, but she's got just timely rebounds and timely spot-up plays here tonight, Josh.
Not surprising for any Viking fan. That's what she does. She's such a selfless player. She does anything and everything she can for her teammates. And again, that's on great display here in the Region 1 semi.
Nipstead, Trimbeth to tie 3. This one goes long. Rebound on the way to Olsen. Olsen gets her 5th board of the game. Northern Cass, if they get a made field goal here, they get a little breathing room. Crockett at the left wing makes her way inside the paint. Floater off the mark, no good. Rebound, Olsen. Oh, what a block by Trimbeth.
Huge block
Trimbeth
by
up the floor to Nipstead. Nipstead gives it to Bacco. Bacco at the right wing, good for 2.
Huge block by Trimbeth, and then there's the big 3 in action. Up to Nipstead and over to Bacco. Bacco has to be very careful as she's playing defense with her 4 fouls.
Crockett bounce pass inside Rotter, gives it to Huszar. Kick Jolbert for the lead, for the 3. Excuse me, and Tess buries another one. Tess Jolbert with her 4th triple tonight.
Well, if you asked me on the pregame, they need to get another big player in, and Tess has done it. 4 threes for Jolbert. What a night.
She's got 20 up and over. Bacco on the inside is Sharp. Sharp is doubled and a foul on the floor. 10 or 12, pick your number. Bingo will be on Tess on number 10, her first. That'll be the team's second.
Just a fun basketball game here. 57-53, Northern Cass by 4 with 2:34 left. The Vikings have the ball. Fireworks, I think, are going to continue throughout the last part of this game.
As Nipstead inbounds at Bacco, back to Sierra. Sierra from the left pocket, 3. That'll go long. Rebound here, going to be won by Olsen, right to Sharp. Here goes Bacco, kick to Rowland. Rowland with the skip to Nipstead. Sharp posting up on the inside, taking the screen is Nipstead. Nipstead with it on the drive to Trimbeth. Trimbeth near the top of the key, rips it through, gives it to Sierra here. Sierra wants a 3, blocked by Ryder. This one goes to Tess. It's a 3-on-3 the other way. Crockett finds Ryder underneath the hoop. Ryder now to Huszar, just inside the line. Jumper, got it! Cadence Huszar's got 5, and oh, what a transition play as Northern Cass faithful are on their feet here in the Shack. 59-53, Jags lead it by 6. Don't go anywhere. Timeout here for the Vikings.
For the last 25 years, Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties has been serving the real estate needs of Fargo-Moorhead and the surrounding communities. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, Carlita is ready to help you evaluate the market and make the right choice for you. Take the first step into settling into your next home by calling Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties at 701-367-5918. Experienced, confident, qualified Carlita Dietz.
The definition of literally edge of your seat style of basketball game. Timeout on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit banknorth.bank. Vikings with 14 fouls, 3 timeouts remaining. Northern Cass with 3 team fouls, 2 timeouts remaining. Still a lot of game time to be had, but tell you what, Josh, it seems like every time the Vikings get a little brewing something in them, Northern Cass finds a way to get 1 key stop or 1 key field goal here in the second half.
Carly Ryder, the hero of that last possession, she even got the ball down low, but she was too tight, kicked it out instead of making a bad shot, and the Jags put it through.
Rowland nearly walked with it, gives it up top to Taylor Sanders. Sanders will handle it on the interior to Trimbeth. Trimbeth on the baseline, shot fake, finds it, Rowland on the cut. Leah Rowland back to Trimbeth. Trimbeth on the baseline, dribble, gives it on the interior to Bacco with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bacco off the window, no good. Rebound on the inside, Ryder.
Yeah, and Bacco's got to be careful. You know, as desperate as you are for that ball to go in, Bacco again playing with 4 fouls. That would be a huge loss for the Vikings if she gets fouled out of this game.
Kindred almost at the point where you can ill afford to give up a field goal here. It's a 2-possession game. Crockett left wing going to drive. And
bad foul by Kennedy Bacco. She reached in and she's going to go sit. I mean, and that again, I totally understand where she's coming from. She wants to win so bad, but she doesn't need to be reaching there.
1:18 left to play in the fourth quarter, and you send an ever-dangerous Hayden Crockett to the free throw line. Crockett so far in this game is 5 of 6 from the stripe, right at her season average at about 80% on the year. 1 made free throw makes it a 3-possession game. Right-handed toss here for Crockett is good, now with 24.
Huge bucket there by Crockett.
Northern Cass leads it by 7. The Jags trying to put away the Vikings in the semis for the second consecutive season. Crockett buries another one. Vikings still with time with Nipstead. Nipstead's going to drive right to the paint. Nipstead off the window. This one rattles out. Good look. Can't finish. Rebound to Hayden.
The Jag fans are starting to feel it right now. There's still plenty of game left, but boy, they are in complete control at this point.
Ball will go right-handed side to Ryder. Ryder to the high post. This one goes on the foul, and we'll see more free throws upcoming here. And if you're Northern Cass, you're 60 seconds away at the free throw line. Nipstead picks up the foul, her second, team's fourth. And the Jags again are 60 seconds away from getting to the Region 1 championship. The 7th grader Huzar at the line hits another one.
Just a 7th grader, you said it, Chase. She's got a bright future ahead of her, Cadence Huzar does.
6 of 7 from the line in the quarter, trying to make it 7 of 8. They do. These are nails in a coffin right now. 63-53. Jags lead by 10. Nipstead leaves it left-handed side. Rolling at the top of the key. Jumper here from the right elbow for Leah is short. Rebound on the way will be underneath. Ryder gives it to Crockett, and now the Vikings got a foul. They do with Nipstead as Crockett goes to line.
And go back to those free throws made by Cadence Huzar. I mean, that's what you have to do in close games. But again, I'll go back to the fact that that's not normal for a 7th grader to step to the line like that with those 2 big free throws and just hammer them both through, looking like, hey, this is something I do every day.
You want to talk about a team win. This might be the most complete team win of the season for Kyle Moorhart's club as Hayden Crockett buries another one.
Oh, he's got to be incredibly proud of the way his girls played and how they look, how much they've improved throughout the year. They're avenging a significant loss at Kindred and doing it in significant fashion here.
12-point lead here for Northern Cass. Ball will go right-handed side. This will go to Trembeth. Trembeth going to drive on the inside. There's a foul with 35.5 seconds.
Not a good foul you want to see from the Jags. You want that clock to keep ticking down. You don't want it to stop. But still the Vikings with a deep, deep hole to get out of right now.
Tell you what, yeah, Hayden Crockett's the marquee. Batesh Jolbert with 20. Huzar with her play. What Carly Ryder did. Even at times, Reese Slavig or Liv Olsen. I mean, I don't know where to put the thumbprint on this game here, Josh, when it comes to Northern Cass.
Just a phenomenal game. I mean, a phenomenal team game. It's what every coach dreams of, right? Your team is coming together and playing phenomenal basketball at the exact right time. So you're right. It's tough to put it. It's kind of like when you see excellence, you can't just put your finger on it. It's all the things, all the little things that the Jags are doing right now.
And if you're the Kindred Vikings, by no means is your season over at this point. Yes, it looks bleak right now. You got a date with a scrappy Wahpeton Husky club, and we'll have rematch of what it was last year. Kindred Wahpeton for 3rd, and then you'll have Northern Cass and Valley City for the championship. But the seeds are completely different from a season ago. We will have a 6-seed Northern Cass going up against a 1-seed Valley City as Crockett hits the free throw.
That's what it's all about. I mean, Nick and I talk about that on our broadcast all the time. The 3-class system is outstanding. These games have been a ton of fun to watch, and you said it right, Chase. There's a lot of basketball left to be played, a lot of tickets to be punched, and we don't know who it's going to be.
Crockett misses. Rebound comes to Sanders. Here goes Nipstead now with 30 seconds. Nipstead will handle it in the front court, gives this one off to Sharp. Sharp double teamed, able to kick this one out, but it's going to be a steal. Huzar comes away with it. Northern Cass will dribble this one in the front court. Huzar, as Roland will pick up the foul, and Leah will foul out.
And Coach Sam Brand, I think, just told our girls to back off right now. I think this is going to be it. I mean, it's been it for a little while now. Leah Rowland, there's no quitting her, so she picks up the foul. But I think this is going to be it. Free throws. The Vikings might send up another prayer, but that'll be it.
How about this stat? After a 10-game losing streak, Northern Cass defeats Central Cass and then defeats your other rival for back-to-back wins in the region tournament, Josh, after a 10-game losing streak.
Well, I'm not the grammatical police or know my vocab better than anyone, but I think that defines resilience right there.
Huzar able to hit the free throw. Northern Cass with 15 seconds. We'll see Nipstead top of the key here for Kindred. Three-pointer's going to go off the mark. Rebound tipped out. Northern Cass will come up with it. They will handle with Olsen. Olsen gives it to Crockett, and all that Crockett needs to do is bring it to the front court. And for the second consecutive season, oh, there blows the call with 2.1 to play. Foul will be on Kindred. I was going to say, for the second consecutive season, Northern Cass going to find themselves in the Region 1 championship. The kicker on this, again, for both teams is you haven't punched anything.
Correct.
The season is still live for Kindred.
Absolutely.
And if Northern Cass loses on Thursday, all of a sudden you got a feisty Thompson or Grafton or whoever is going to be there. coming up in that state qualifier as Crockett just adds to her numbers with another made free throw.
Yeah, you're exactly it. This is a big win for Northern Cass, a huge win for them, but the goal is still on the table. You haven't punched your ticket yet, and that's what you want to do. And same for the Vikings. This is a loss that, you know, they're not going to be happy about. But hey, guess what? You get to do something about that tomorrow, and we'll see what they do against Wahpeton tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Crockett's going to finish with another 30-point performance. She finishes with 30. The Jags advance. We'll get to our post-game show. That is next.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
As we come back here with one of our players in the game, brought to you in part by Enbridge Energy. Joining us here is Liv Olson, able to finish with 9 points in this one, a handful of rebounds, banging on the inside, and finding Northern Cass for the second consecutive season getting to that Region 1 championship. Liv, how does that sound? Back-to-back years in the Region 1 title.
I mean, it's great. We knew we could do it. We just had to put the work in. I mean, it's awesome.
What worked for you guys? You were up after one quarter of play. You were up at the half. You were down by one after the third. But what was just the never back down mentality for 4 quarters of basketball here tonight?
I mean, we talked about rebounding was huge, I think. Not letting them get them second chances and just moving the ball. And I think our transition play was really good tonight, too.
What did you see from Tess Jalbert? 4 threes, 20 points, some timely made threes when you need them. What did you see from her performance here tonight?
She hit some really good shots tonight. She was working hard, got some good rebounds. I'm really proud of her. I knew she could do it.
How about Carly Ryder, Reese Lavig, alongside there with Kaden Suzar? Everyone we were talking about on this game, you couldn't really put your thumbprint because it seemed like the most complete game of the season. But what can you say about those three getting rebounds, getting loose balls when the time needed it?
I mean, yeah, everyone's working hard out there. They're all going for the rebounds, all putting up the shots. I think it all just comes together.
As you take a look at this one, Liv, you're going to be able to catch your breath and you get ready for another region championship. Obviously, the goal is not done yet. Yeah. But what has it been about this team after a 10-game losing streak to defeat your rivals in Central Cass and Kindred in 24 hours? What is it about this team to find a way to do that here inside the Shack?
I mean, Coach said to us before yesterday, he said, seeding doesn't matter. We prepared. We just got to put in the effort, and I think we've done that. We've worked hard, and I'm really proud of us.
What are you looking forward to most once you get to that region championship? Obviously, a tough opponent with Valley City. They've been the kings of the block. It'll be the 4th time that you've seen them here this season. What is it? What are you looking forward to most against the Highliners?
I mean, I'm just looking forward to working hard like we have with these past 2 teams. Hopefully getting the win tomorrow and just, bring it to them.
Hey, Liv, congratulations. Best of luck moving forward, and we'll see you Thursday afternoon in that championship.
Yeah, thank you.
Liv Olson, part of our Enbridge Energy Players of the Game. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, take a look at the final numbers. We'll hear from Tess Jalbert as well. That and more still to come here in Fargo.
Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank Community Bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers. They are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
As we come back here again, one of our Enbridge Energy players of the game, Liv Olson. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That again is Enbridge.com. We get to our Agassi Precision Egg Play the Contest. Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsboro. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com. Here in this one, our Agassi Precision Egg Play the Contest coming here for Northern Cass, and you just got to give it to the role players when they needed to hit it most. You're able to get 6 points for Huzar, 9 points for Liv Olson, 20 here for Tesh Jalbert, Reese Lavig with 2 points, a handful of steals as well. Our Agassi Precision Egg Play the Contest, when Northern Cass needed a field goal, they needed a rebound or a stop, they got it here today. Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsboro. Joining us now here is the aforementioned Tesh Jalbert with 20 points in the game, 4 threes. Tess, I asked Liv this first question to start. How does this sound? Back-to-back Region 1 championship games for Northern Cass.
Yeah, it's huge for us. We just came off, an 11-game losing streak.
Yep.
Came in, won last night, and we just knew that we could win this game. We had to go.
Able to defeat your rival last night, able to defeat another rival this night. What changed compared to that, 10-game losing streak of what you guys have put together in 24 hours here inside the shack?
I think we just know that we need to play as a team. We just need to do the little things. That's all, basically. Like, rebounding was a huge emphasis tonight, getting those putbacks, just working together, moving the ball, finding gaps, all that.
4 minutes out, and we talked about it on the show, on the pregame show, and then also during the game test, saying you guys were the ones that were getting second chance opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
You were the ones that were getting one and done. When you see that to start the game, what does that do for the team to carry it into the second quarter, into the second half?
I mean, it does a lot. You see how many points we can get from just those second chance opportunities, and why stop there?
Able to find some good plays. Just talk about Reese Lavig, talk about Huzar, talk a little bit about Carly Ryder. What did they do tonight in their positions and their roles to find a way to get to this championship?
Yeah, Reese, she's a feisty player. I would not want her to guard me. But yeah, Cadence, Carly, getting all those little points that, just the backcourt play, that makes a huge difference for us. Just all of us working together is what made us win this game.
You knew that Kindred was going to try to get the ball out of Hayden's hands, and rightfully so for someone who scores about 30 points per game.
Yep.
When she can hit a couple of shots, but then all of a sudden gets a nice pass, there's that ball reversal. How does that help this team out going forward or in a game like this against Kindred when a lot of people are saying, let's stop number one, which is Hayden Crockett?
It helps a lot. We know that Hayden, they're going to try to shut her down, so all of us, other people, have to be ready. Ready for our shot, ready for our opportunities to step up when that time comes. And that's just going to help us to improve if we do make it to the state tournament.
Yeah.
That's just going to be a huge thing for us.
Final thing, Tess, you'll play an afternoon game roughly at 2:30 on Thursday. What's the next 36 hours or so like as you get ready to play a team for the 4th time this season in Valley City?
It's just got to be our mindset. We know we can win. We just got to do the little things, carry everything over, come out strong and tip off, and just go.
Hey, Tess, congratulations on the win. We'll see you Thursday afternoon.
Thank you.
Tesh Jalbert with us here on our post-game show. We'll take a quick break, and we'll put a bow on this one. That is next.
The geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
As we go from the player interviews, we bring in Josh Almaris back. We'll quickly take a look at the numbers, and then we'll take one more break and put a bow on our coverage here today inside the Shield Center. 30 points on the way for Hayden Crockett. 2 games, she's got 68 points here inside the shack. Also from there, Tesh Jalbert with 20 points, 9 points on the way for Olsen, 6 for Cadence Huzar, 2 points for Ryder, and 2 for Lavig. Northern Cass goes 16 of 22 in the game from the free throw line, 13 made in the third quarter alone. 9 made three-pointers here in the contest. Well, for the Vikings, 23 points here for Sierra Nipstead. Sierra's got 44 in her own right in 2 games here inside the Shack. 10 here for Liza Trembes, 9 points on the way for Roland. 6 here for Kennedy Bacco, 4 points for Taylor Sanders, and 2 points for Zoe Sharp. The Vikings go 8 of 13 from the stripe. 4 made triples here in this one. 26-10. Northern Cass outscores Kindred in the fourth quarter, thanks in part to those free throws down the stretch to ice the game away. Josh, biggest thoughts on this one as Kindred has to get ready for a pesky Wahpeton club with a Scott Woods and a Hallie Miller and company. Well, if you're Northern Cass, it's only going to get bigger, literally, with Katie Birchall and Sky Nielsen and Dakota Potratz and company here with Valley City in the title.
Yeah, first of all, kudos to the Jaguars. Boy, they played a complete game. It was fantastic. In the pregame show, that we said Hayden Crockett's going to get her points. If she can get into the 30s, which she got to 30, and they can get support, then they're going to be a dangerous team. And boy, did they ever get support. Tess Gelbert with 28, I think you said, from Hussar, 7 from Liv Olsen. They did so many things to get second chances. They showed a lot of hustle. I mean, they put together a phenomenal team effort here tonight. It was the Crockett show, but with a very, very strong supporting cast. Like I said, if you're Coach Morehart, boy, you got to be incredibly proud of where your team is at right now. You don't see 10-game losing streaks go into a tournament and then you, as a 6 seed, knock off the 3 seed and 2 seed. I don't know that I've ever seen something that crazy before. You lost 10 games in a row and then you come and do that. That's amazing. And then go to the Vikings. Like I said, we said this just a little while ago, but the Vikings are not done. I mean, that's a game that's going to put some bad taste in your mouth. But that group of girls expects to be at state. They are certainly good enough to be at state. Now you got to see, what are you going to do tomorrow? You certainly have a tough squad and a tough opponent in Wahpeton. But you come back tomorrow and you know that the goals didn't change ever. You're not in the game you want to be in, and you're playing for your life 2 times in a row. But they can do it, and look forward to seeing both these games played out tomorrow.
Yeah, let's take a look at some of the numbers here on your out of town. By the way, they go 16 of 19, that is, from the free throw line. 16 of 19 from the free throw line there for Northern Cass. But your out of town scoreboard looks like this in A and in B here as we take a look at what the matchups will be coming up on Thursday for the respective clubs. So in Region 2, Devils Lake Carrington both pick up wins. That means Devils Lake Carrington in the championship. The loser of that game will go up against the winner of Kindred and alongside the Wahpeton Huskies. Grafton and Thompson will play for third. The winner of that contest will go up against the loser of Northern Cass Valley City. So if you're a Viking fan, you either got the Cardinals or you got a rematch with Devils Lake from a season ago in a state qualifier. Out in West, the big upset of the night coming was Rugby over South Prairie Max, 48-31. The Royals go down for the first time this season. Rugby's got Turtle Mountain in the championship. Botno lost by 2 to Turtle Mountain, so Botno will play South Prairie Max in what should be a whale of a third-place game. Region 4, Hazen, Dickinson, Trinity will play for the title. Watford City, Shiloh will play for third. Division B, Linton HMB over Edgeley, Column Montpelier. They play the winner of Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, Maple River. Looks like Lemoore is going to hold on to win that contest. That means the Raiders will have to go up against EKM for a third-place contest. Region 2, Benson County, Langdon area pickup wins. They'll play in the championship, which means Mayport CG. Oh, I would not want to be a Division B Region 1 team because Mayport CG might be in the state qualifier in Mayville coming up. That'll be, again, on the eastern half of the state. We'll take one more break. We'll put a bow on this one, recap what happened in our first quarterfinal round match. 2 really good semifinal round games today here inside the Shack.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
The Kindred Viking Boosters support healthy, active, competitive high school athletes. Viking athletes. Ready, focused, come celebrate their achievements. You're invited to Viking Pride. Save the date, buy your tickets, or reserve a table. Get excited for April 5th. Join friends at a new location. the Avalon Event Center. Viking Pride 2025. A feast, fun games, and a night to celebrate. They are why we booster.
As we come back here in our final segment, Josh, biggest thing taken away for our matchups coming up again on Thursday, 1 o'clock, Wahpeton Kindred. It's the same matchups again as last year, in which Kindred came back to defeat Wahpeton, and then they played up in Devils. They played Mayville State against Devils Lake. Northern Cass was the 4 seed, won it last year. They have a chance to win it as a 6 seed here this year, and you got Valley City sitting there, who went up to Mayville and beat Carrington in a state qualifier. We might have similar matchups at the state qualifiers, potentially how the bracket shapes up. But biggest thing coming up into Thursday will be what for these two teams? Simply put, it is, and thanks for clarifying, Thursday, not tomorrow. I said that earlier. But the biggest thing is it's tournament time, right? I mean, you've got all these teams throughout the state that are playing very hard. That's what high school athletics is all about. If you can get your team to buy into laying it all on the line for one another, for your community, and make the memories of, at least when you're done with your game, knowing you gave it everything you've got. That's what this is all about. So my biggest takeaway, or my biggest, preview of what's up and coming is, give it everything you got. I don't have any good predictions, because who knows what's going to happen. I just hope that these teams all continue to play their hearts out, and we continue to get treated to games like what we saw here tonight. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll get to, again, 1 o'clock, 12:30 roughly will be the pregame between Kindred and Wahpeton. 1 o'clock, the opening tip. Loser goes home. Winner makes their way to Mayville then on Saturday, coming up for that 1 and 3 o'clock tip times again and the A state qualifiers. Valley City, Northern Cass roughly at 2:30 for the championship. Winner makes their way to the Minot State Dome. Loser has to go to a state qualifier on Saturday. Region Senior Athlete of the Year, Coach of the Year, the all-region team will all be announced. Make sure you tune into our coverage on yourliveevent.com. Josh, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it. And enjoy the rest of the winter. And, hey, track season's coming up, so you can't – and you got baseball season. I mean, spring's almost here, but we still got to put a couple weeks left here on the winter. Hey, Chase, we're 2 days into track practice already. Insane. Monday, Tuesday, baby, we're rolling. So if you're a wrestler, you get no time off, is what you're saying. we give them a little time off, same with basketball. But, yeah, track is here. Spring sports have arrived. But certainly we're excited about the postseason run for all the teams throughout Region 1. Again, Josh, thanks for the time. Absolutely. I'm Chase Miller, repeating today's finals. Valley City winners 53-40 over Wahpeton. Northern Cass 69-54 over Kindred. Join us on Thursday for more high school basketball here on yourliveevent.com.